And slap we did.
And slap away.
But it was during the lockdown, so it had its own challenges. We weren't able to go to Japan. We weren't able to get on an actual train. So to be able to pull it off with the latest technology was pretty mesmerizing.
Yeah,
quite a feat.
This character has such a sharp edge about her, such a wit, such a very specific personality, and I think what really helped craft that vision of her is her name, how strong it is, how just a girl named the Prince who wears all pink and is seemingly so innocent. It really does get your wheels turning on how you want to play this character. So playing her, being her, knowing her, it was all such a pleasure. I mean, it's rare that you absolutely love a character so much and you absolutely love your time on set. So I feel lucky.
Something else going on here.
Yeah, I'm not the only one on this train looking for this case.
I mean, this movie, I've not seen much like it before. It is so fun, and it's funny, and it's action-packed, and it's wild, and it's got a great storyline. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe what kind of place on the map Bullet Train's gonna have. It's just a great time, and I haven't really seen anything like it. And I hope audiences respond to it the way that I did, which I left the theater being like, holy shit, that was so cool.
I want to say it was the movie I was destined to make, just like this movie's about fate. It sort of came to me after doing Deadpool and John Wick and Atomic Blonde, and there's hard-boiled genre elements, but there's also this comedic chops that I refined when I worked on Deadpool, and now we put them all together in this crazy mashup of a movie where we're blending all of it in its own original way, and it's a true expression of the things I love about movies, and so it's probably one of the favorite movies I've done because it really comes from me and my sensibilities.
Yeah, this is these characters, these assassins are completely bombastic, and this whole world is quite a heightened world, and it's really playful, and so we got to really make some bold choices, and I think, Lemon and Tangerine is this duo. You got Joey King as the Prince, Ladybug, who kind of wants his, he's foot in, foot out, wants to kind of step away, but keeps getting brought back in. These are great conflicting characters, all chasing for that one agenda.
It's the humanity of them too, which is something that's very rare that you see in an assassin film. Usually you meet these crazies and they're all trying to kill each other, and then it's on to the next. But with this film, you follow their journey, you really care about them, and you really want to know who's gonna make it, and you also want to see how they're gonna make it together sometimes. That was the part that really got me, is that I actually found myself caring about a lot of these assassins when I know damn well I shouldn't have, and I think it's the humanness of them. Now, don't get me wrong, it's bloody. There's where we're all trying to kill each other. We're sociopaths, but sociopaths need love too. So I think that you see that in this film.
Well, I lack empathy. I'm on the spectrum, so I didn't care for any of them. But no, it's all true what they're saying. But it was all with a delivery system of comedy. It was all all delivered with a joke. This is the undercurrent of all the jokes, which I thought made them land even better.
Yeah.
He pulled off so much that was crazy when you shoot in a narrow space like that. That's one thing we were talking about in the press conference. It's how do how do you entertain people for 2.5 hours in a train? And man, we pulled it off. There were so many elements of production design that made this set so beautiful to look at. Many different train cars. For example, too, like the bathroom, we had a couple scenes like in like one of the restrooms, and like they built it to be bigger so that we could fit the cameras and us in there. Such clever filmmaking went into making this train adaptable for this movie.
I think it can be hard, like we're in a tube for 2 hours, and so I wanted to make sure that we had enough spectacle that we could tell the story and still keep the audience entertained. So you're going from fight set piece to fight set piece and trying to make those environments with with my art director, and my crew, make those environments special. Creating the quiet car, creating the Momomon car, so the environments make you feel like you've escaped to a different place. It's hard to photograph action. The space is this wide, and you have one punch over here and the cameraman's there. But we found creative ways around it. Sometimes we had walls that floated, sometimes we had chairs that could move, but I did try to make sure that we kept that danger of that space, and we even challenged ourselves in the logistics of those fights.
At one point, there's a snake on the train.
True.
At one point, there's a snake. And at one point, that snake is real. And so, there's an awareness that you get when you're on this train and there's a snake moving about. There's also, everything was really cool how we filmed this, because, I think people tend to forget, well, that's the point of making movies, right, is to bring the fantasy, but, people tend to forget that there's a lot that goes into making a train going through Japan that's filmed in LA. So, there would be walls that would collapse. There would be glass that would move a certain way. The tables had to be a certain way. The handles of the chairs had to be a certain way. And you had to have a different kind of awareness, but also make it seem seamless and fun to do. So it was truly remarkable to watch how this crew was able to make this look so realistic for us to really play around and slap each other on.
And slap we did.
And slap
but it
away.
was during the lockdown, so it had its own challenges. We weren't able to go to Japan. We weren't able to get on an actual train. So to be able to pull it off with the latest technology was pretty mesmerizing. Yeah. Quite a feat.
We need to come up with a plan.
Nothing hurt